Welcome to Tech Confidential's Behind the Money. I'm Mary Kathleen Flynn, and I'm here with Divya Gugnani, who is both a venture capitalist and the entrepreneur in residence at Firstmark Capital, but also the founder and CEO of a brand new website, Behind the Burner. So this is Behind the Money meets Behind the Burner.
It is.
Give us an idea for what the website's all about.
So Behind the Burner is an online destination that showcases culinary experts. By that I mean visionaries who really change the way we think about food and beverages. Celebrity chefs, mixologists, nutritionists, restaurateurs. We're compiling entertaining and educational content with them, primarily in video form, and then coupling that with commerce specials.
And I've neglected to mention when I introduced you that you're also trained as a chef.
I am.
So you're getting great access to chefs in New York City. Who are some of the chefs that you've interviewed, and what have they told you in terms of their culinary secrets?
So we have signed up about 55 culinary visionaries. A vast majority of them are chefs. We've got tons of big names from, Danielle Boulud to Todd English and Francois Payard, John DeLucci at the Waverly Inn, to also some really good young and emerging talent like Harold Dearly, who won season 1 of Top Chef, and Mark Forgione at Forge. So we really run the gamut.
And I've been checking out the website, so I go online and I see video interviews with you, and you have a co-host, and you're talking with the chefs, and they're cooking for you. But beyond sort of an online cooking show, what are you giving your viewers?
Yeah, our format's actually totally different. There are tons of sites out there that do video recipes. We're not that. What we're doing is really tips, tricks, and techniques. So I basically, from my background, being a chef and being a technologist and being an investor, was just really passionate about food and wine. And I've learned from the masters all their sort of best practices, and they're imparting those in the format of video and video recipes. So they're really telling us, I use this ingredient, but I use it 5 different ways. Or, they're serving us their culinary secrets, and that's the format. And then when they do serve those secrets, we give you an opportunity to actually purchase the stuff that's highlighted on the clips and in the articles during a short promotional period at it's a percentage off of retail.
Well, let's talk about that a little bit more, because obviously as an investor, you know the importance of a real business model. So
of course.
Outline it for us.
So really what the story is, that in the current economic climate, really people are so afraid to spend money. Consumer confidence is really down. But still you have a market where there's 1.5 billion spent a day on dining out. Those numbers have come down. 30% of consumers, particularly in New York City, are dining out less. So what does that mean? People are cooking at home. Perfect for Behind the Burner. We're giving you the tips, tricks, and techniques to replicate restaurant meals in your own home, the comfort of your own home. What we're also doing is giving you promotions. About 40% of the people surveyed last week on a big consumer survey said that when they decide what they're going to buy, they're looking for some sort of sale or promotion. And we're doing exactly that. We're giving you short promotions to drive impulse purchase behavior. Also, categories that we're focused on are really key for the economy right now. People are spending money on liquor, wine, and chocolate, and believe me, we're selling you all that stuff at Behind the Burner.
Are you using an invitation-only model like a Guilt Group?
It's a hybrid model. It's not an invitation-only model where you can't sign up unless you're referred by a friend. It's actually, people have the ability, if they're smart enough to find out where we are and go to www.behindtheburner.com, they can actually join instantly. But we want this to be a community. We want people to engage with each other. Therefore, there is a sign-up required. We are taking you behind the scenes, behind the velvet rope, giving you the inside scoop. And so we're taking you behind the burner. Hence, we want you to be part of the community and sign up to be part of it.
And what about your investors? Are you bootstrapped, or did you let anybody else in?
So we definitely let some people in, and back to the economy, you definitely anyone starting business in this economic environment wants to have at least 1 year's cash on hand. Otherwise, it's really hard to kind of get off the ground. So we raised a small angel round, and we raised it in a week, and they basically came from individuals that I've worked with throughout the years of my career, and they range from individuals at private equity, venture funds, hedge funds, and then some legal professionals I've worked with as well.
Are you going to name any of them, or are you going to tell us the amount?
The size of the raise, initially I set out to raise about $350,000. We got interest for about $720,000, and we ended up settling it, taking about $500,000. The individuals come from various venture and private equity firms, and the law firm is one with Mayer Deutsch.
Okay. You're making this big career change from a venture capitalist to an entrepreneur. How does that feel?
It feels amazing. I haven't worked this hard since I was an investment banking analyst at Goldman Sachs and working 100-hour weeks. But when I think about being a venture capitalist, I think about that role being a coach. You have a team, you coach them, you give them the sort of best practices, tips, tricks, and techniques to do things right. And being an entrepreneur is a completely different feeling because you're the captain of the team. You have a dream, you believe in it, and you hire a team around you to help you realize that dream.
You know, you picked a really challenging moment in the economy to launch a new company. What do you think is the biggest challenge in terms of what the economics are doing?
I think that we have a very strong value proposition because people need to eat. Particularly in this economic climate, people are focused on buying things like liquor, wine, chocolate, things that we're selling. And then also 40% of consumers really want a deal. So they're looking for some sort of sale or promotion, and we're hitting that sweet spot. So I think that our model is right-sized for the economic climate, and we think we're going to hit it. And we've done a lot of feedback from individuals and surveys to understand the model. But I think the biggest challenges lay ahead. We're just going to have to see, do people buy?
All right, great. Well, thank you very much, Divya Gugnani. We'll be watching you. You're with Behind the Burner. I'm with Behind the Money, and I'm Mary Kathleen Flynn. Thanks for watching.